what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone, old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man. Tevin Farmer back talking after suffering a loss to JoJo Diaz, which I think he showed a lot of heart in, man. So, Tevin earned my respect in that fight. I thought JoJo Diaz was the better fighter. JoJo Diaz won. There were some excuses about him. He twitched, flicking in his eyes, and was he all the way there? And he did an interview with Dan Raphael. He did one with the people Akbar or from the zone. They're pretty cool though. But and he spoke on JoJo Diaz, and basically for some people he came out of hiding. And I explained that. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. When people say Tevin Farmer was hiding, they mean on Twitter. Instagram, he's still been posting, but Twitter, he ain't posted since like March 8th or something like that. And it's different worlds. Instagram, the comments ain't so polarizing, because Twitter, you can add them, you can cyberbully them, you can comment. He said he was talking cash shit on Twitter. He was very active on Twitter about how he's going to beat JoJo Diaz. He wasn't going to lose to JoJo Diaz. And like I said before, I thought JoJo was the superior fighter. And JoJo proved me to be right. And JoJo's been trying to talk about fighting Abner Mares and Leo Santa Cruz and Miguel Burchett like he don't have a rematch clause. And Tevin said he going to activate that rematch clause like E.T. Grizzly, and he want all the smoke. And he said that he know he a better fighter. He know he going to perform better this time. And he confident. He sounds confident as ever. I can't really see his mannerisms, but his voice sounds confident. And I don't think that's a fight that's a problem to put on without the fans neither. So for people wondering, it sound like he in good spirits. You follow him on Instagram. Seem like he living life. He enjoying it. He ain't going to let the loss beat him down. This is a dude who lost a few times in his career. Early on, he been stopped, and he had good wins over Red Cash, and, he ain't going to stop him. But JoJo Diaz just got to stay on point, stay on weight, stay focused, and build on what he did last time. I felt that JoJo could have did a better than what he did the first time, to be honest. I don't think that was the best JoJo Diaz that night, and I think most people don't believe that was the best Tevin Farmer that night. I believe JoJo Diaz, could do a hell of a lot better than he did last time. I think Tevin, most people believe Tevin can do a hell of a lot better last time. And people say, oh, he need to move up. He draining himself. But, this can be the death blow to him in his career if he loses to JoJo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? So he talked about how, he want to move up. He want to get his title back, fight one more defense, then move up to 35 and get up there. And he feels physically better at 35. The problem is he just don't have enough power. You know what I'm saying? He got to find a way to generate that power, you know what I'm saying? Or he got to find a way to, look at what Paulo Malignaggi did in his career, how he maneuvered after he hurt his hands without having a lot of power. And that means when you don't have power, you got to be perfect. Your defense got to be perfect. Your footwork got to be perfect. Your body movement got to be perfect. Your feints got to be on point. Your volume punching got to be on point. So all those things kind of got to work simultaneously for you to be great. So it's harder when you don't have no punching power, man. It really shows, your true skill level. You don't have the equalizer or the bailout. But as far as JoJo Diaz, man, he been just basically overlooking Tevin. Like, man, I ain't worried about him. He talking to Abner. He talking up Leo. He probably talking up Burchett. He talking up Valdez. He trying to get in the Mexican mix where, he can get that Mexican fan base following him, similar to Oscar De La Hoya. He never had that fan base, but similar to a Mexican American like Oscar De La Hoya. But JoJo Diaz is talented. You know what I'm saying? He kind of remind you of Danny Garcia. Not one thing stick out good, but he do everything good. Solid defender, solid puncher, solid body puncher. Good, he just do everything pretty much good. And I can see how Tevin Farmer can underrate a guy like JoJo Diaz, but he gave Gary Russell a run for his money. JoJo just got to get his wind up a little bit and just keep working on things. But Tevin is supposed to feel confident. Tevin is supposed to feel good. Tevin is supposed to feel cocky. Tevin is supposed to, feel that he supposed to whoop JoJo Diaz. He looked at the tape. Maybe he suffered an injury in camp. Maybe he wasn't all the way there. Maybe the cut wasn't good this time. Maybe he cut some corners and he had to get in the sauna late. Anything can go. But how I see it, Tevin hungry again. He's still confident, but he hungry. JoJo Diaz seemed to be a little bit overconfident. Maybe that's something, but when you beat a motherfucker the way he beat him, you know what I'm saying? I think I had that like, 10-2. And people say, oh, no, you tripping, man. That was a straight dog walk. You know what I'm saying? He dog walked him. Without the stoppage, without the knockout, he dogged him. Like I said about Regis and Josh Taylor, people just fans of motherfuckers and they don't want to keep it 100. That was an 8-4 fight. Man, Regis Prograis got the shit beat out. The only reason he got 2 rounds is because the guy eye started swelling. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor eye started swelling. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. Everybody just roll with their favorite fighter. And that's kind of the problem with boxing, man. It's just the pussification of dick sucking in boxing, man. And that's just real talk. A lot of these dudes act like females, man. They can't admit that they wrong. They can't keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker told me that Tevin Farmer won JoJo Diaz fight. I was like, where? You know what I'm saying? It's just some weird motherfuckers out here, man. But with Tevin, man, I wouldn't mind seeing him win again. Tevin showed a lot of heart, man, in that fight. He earned my respect. I say that. He earned my respect. So I ain't got shit bad to say about him. He hung in there when he could have quit. He took his ass whooping like a man. He took his ass whooping humbly. And now he can do it. He can do it again. JoJo Diaz, he a guy that struggled to make 26. He probably got a little problem making 130. He making other plans while Tevin Farmer should be working. Tevin Farmer should be hungry. Tevin Farmer should be angry to get his title back. And him, his coach, Coach Anthony, they should be making the proper adjustments on how to deal with JoJo Diaz. Now, me personally, if I'm Tevin, what would I do differently? It's tough. Because JoJo a tough fighter, you know. When he got in close, JoJo started working his ass. You know, but you got to use your feints, your foot movement. You got to use your athletic gifts. That's what give Hispanics and the other fighters problem with black fighters. You just got to go out there and box. You know, even if you got to go out there and pop shot them, 1-2 shots and 1 shot at a time and hold them, spin out. 1-2 shots at a time, hold them, spin out. Even if you got to do that shit, do the Floyd versus Carlos Baldomir. You know, keep that jab working up and down. You know, make them miss and make them pay. Use your athletic gift. Show you a better athlete. Sit there with them. You know, play with them. You know, feint, and just move out the way and don't punch. Make them look stupid. Kind of take the Sugar Ray Leonard blueprint Roberto Duran. That's how you gonna beat them. With volume, counter punching, and just with his God-given speed and fast twitch muscles. That's how they got to have to beat that guy. You can't sit there in front of that dude and sit there with him. No, you got to get in there and be able to stick and move for 12 rounds. You got to land the clean shots and don't get hit. Don't let him land that shoe shine and 3 or 4 punch combinations or, beat you up on the inside. The inside is bad in this fight. I know Tevin Farmer is a solid inside fighter. You get on the inside, you hold that motherfucker. That's what I tell him. Spin out, sit there. As soon as JoJo go, you make him miss, make him pay. Sit there with him, act like you're gonna punch, feint, move out the way. Just keep him off balance, keep him thinking, don't let him let his hands go on the inside. Keep him on the outside and just be slick. If I'm JoJo, this time, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drag him into the same fight we did last time. The only difference this time, I'm targeting the body, I'm jabbing to the head, jabbing to the chest, and I'm ripping to the body and ripping the uppercut in the middle. Just do what you did last time. But the only difference is I would tell him I would do more focus on the body. I focus on that body, the body. I try to drag him into an inside fight, rip him with an uppercut. That's the punch that could work for him. And just grind him down. Just stay on top of him. Don't give him no space. Make him fight me on the inside. Don't allow him to hold me. And just grind him down. Just come in better shape this time and try to get your shots cleaner off on the inside. And, eventually you can break him down to the head. But JoJo just need to do what he did last time and just come in better shape. And I'll just say, and just throw the uppercut more. Work the inside. Don't worry about the head as much. I just tell him grind the inside and you maybe can stop him. But it's a fight I'm looking forward to, man. But Tevin earned my respect. I ain't got shit bad to say about him, man. He was feeling good. He was arrogant, to a point. And he hadn't done nothing. But that fight, he got my respect. But if you ask me to pick in a rematch, I'm still picking JoJo Diaz. I'm a JoJo Diaz type of guy. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, share the videos, want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is to share the video. And let me know in the comment section who you guys got, Tevin Farmer or JoJo Diaz in the rematch. And, you know, if Tevin Farmer win, do we need to move up? If he lose, do we need to move up? If JoJo win, who you want to see him fight? If Tevin win, who you want to see him fight? You still want to see Tevin fight Tank? Do you want to see JoJo fight Tank? JoJo fight Leo? JoJo fight Burchett? Tevin fight Burchett? Tevin fight Leo? Tevin fight Jamil Herring? I mean, it's a lot of options out there from 30 to 35 for both fighters. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know how you feel. Shout out to Tevin Farmer. You got a lot of heart, boy. We gone.